Hi everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. My name is Stacy. I am the Palladian Awakener. Today, let's talk about the energies that are available to us for the month of June. Now, before I dive into all 12 signs, I just want to take this opportunity and thank each and every one of you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate the support, and I'm sending the love back to you tenfold. So thank you so much for that. And if you're new here, welcome. If you enjoy my content, if you like to see more astrology videos, and I also produce monthly tarot videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. And of course, if you feel called to do so, you can share out my content as well. So again, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. I love the comments. I do my best to read each and every one of them. And I know it helps me reading your stories, and I love the content that folks share out. And I also love the content that it sort of generates a conversation piece. So I absolutely love reading all of your stories. Now, just keep in mind, these are general readings. So I use a whole sign house system. I also use Western tropical astrology. So this might not resonate with each and every one of you because everyone's natal charts are different and everyone's house systems, whatever you prefer, is going to be a lot different. So just keep that in mind when you're listening to these videos. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. I do recommend watching for your ascendant sign. If you don't know your ascendant sign, that's okay. You can watch for your sun sign along with any other personal planets that you feel called to do so. You can merge all this information together and then try to paint a general picture of what may be coming down the pipe for you for the month ahead. And of course, if you'd like a tailored reading, to you, for you, all about you, based on your natal chart, you can get in touch with me on my website, and I'll be sure to put the link to that in the description box below. Now, before I dive into all 12 signs, I just want to do a high level overview for June. Just really quick here, you guys. To be honest, I'm kind of feeling June might be a mixed bag of energy. We have a lot of harmonious aspects, we have a lot of opportunity aspects, but we also have a lot of square aspects. So that means that we'll need to take some action this month. May was really beautiful, incredible energy. I hope you had a wonderful May, but I feel like June is all about how are we going to take some action? How are we going to move this forward? How are we going to, whatever we started, maybe back in April or May, what are we going to like get the wheels on the bus and let's get rolling down the highway here. I think it's going to be a busy month. I think it's going to be a very social month. Also, if you work in the travel industry or hospitality or tourism industry, I think you're going to have a busy month. I think, well, it'll probably carry throughout July as well, but they're definitely showing me June is going to be very busy, especially with all that energy in Gemini. So definitely take advantage of that. Just a couple dates here that I want to mention off the top of my head. I think June, around June the 4th, we could be getting some really good news globally, but you know, I sort of tailor these videos more so personally versus the global scale or the collective. But I think on both fronts, we should be getting some good news, some positive news coming our way, maybe even some faded energy, because we do have a lot of aspects this month that are going to be talking very positively towards the north and south nodes. And I love that energy because it's going to be harmoniously flowing into that south node, helping us let something go in order to welcome in something new into the Aries ruled area of our lives. So I love that for the month of June. Also, we have Mercury coming together with the sun in Gemini. That's also a new beginning as well. One date I kind of want to just throw out there just to be cautionary here, you guys. We have Mars making a square to Pluto. That's around June the 11th, give or take a day or two, depending on where you are on the planet. Be mindful of this energy. This is not the greatest type of energy, but I mean, my recommendation would be to channel it appropriately into doing something positive or constructive. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this date, but I just want to throw it out there. And also if you're traveling or if you're on the road or something like that, just be careful how you move about. But again, this energy is going to impact us all differently. Let's see here. So we're going to talk about the new and full moon, of course. New moon in Gemini. We have a full moon in Capricorn this month, so I'll talk about that once I dive into all the signs. Retrograde season with Pluto started last month. This month we have Saturn turning retrograde, but not until June the 29th, not until the end of the month. Pretty normal. These big heavy hitters are usually retrograde for half the year anyway, so nothing new here. Now, the positive thing is there's no personal planet retrogrades. We're free of personal planet retrogrades until July the 15th. So we have this window of time right now. It actually started middle of May to middle of July. If there's anything you want to move forward with, I would say now is the time to do it, or at least start taking those steps now. Because middle of July is when we start to get into the personal retrograde shadow, which I will talk about closer to the date. Now we do have some ingresses this month, of course. We have Mercury coming home to Gemini, amping up that Gemini energy. This is starting June the 3rd. Now June the 9th, we have Mars moving into Taurus. So I love that energy. I love it when Mars moves into an earth sign. We can get a lot of traction in this area of life. I'll talk about that. Venus is moving into Cancer on June the 17th. And also on June 17th, we have Mercury moving into Cancer as well. And then, of course, the Sun is moving into Cancer. Happy solstice on June the 20th. And of course, summer begins in the Northern Hemisphere. Winter begins in the Southern Hemisphere. So solstice time is always a very important time of the year. And it's hard to believe we're already halfway through 2024. So really, really exciting there. Otherwise, I think that is about it, you guys. So let's dive into all 12 signs. Hi, Aries. Let's talk about where I think your focus is going to be this month. So definitely a lot of energy at the bottom of your sky, Aries. So focus is going to be on 3rd house, 4th house matters. So very busy month. I think it's going to be a very busy month for you in general. Lots of communication, text messages, traveling could be highlighted for you as well. Or you might notice travel is going to be amped up. Lots of busyness maybe around the household, cousins, siblings, neighbors, relatives stopping by, community events, local events. But also if you want to do any renovations around the home or changes in the home, or I don't know, maybe get the deck painted or something like that, Aries, I think this is a good month to at least start it or think about it. Definitely once the Sun moves into Cancer, I think focus is obviously going to be more so on home, family, and foundation. Or maybe it's time to start planning for those family trips over the summer that you're going to be taking, or winter if you are down under. But I think that's where your focus is going to be, Aries. But all in all, very, very busy month ahead for you. Now, let's dive into the new and full moons here. So you have a new moon in that busy 3rd house this month. And actually this new moon is talking to a lot of different planets in the sky. So it's making a really nice opportunity aspect to the North Node in your sign, which I absolutely love. It's making a trine, a harmonious aspect to the South Node, helping you let go of something at this time. So this new moons are all about new beginnings. So usually new beginnings means an ending in something or some area of your life, right? So something needs to be let go here. The new moon, this energy is going to help you out, and all this packed energy in your Gemini house as well. It is making a challenging aspect up to Saturn. So, and Saturn and Neptune are in your hidden 12th house. This is always a difficult house to explain, but I mean, it is the house of endings. It is the house of loss. It is the house of, again, endings and new beginnings. You're sort of like awakening. Something is rumbling, bumbling under the surface. Again, you might have heard me say this in previous months, but you know, are you working on something, Aries? And if you're not, maybe think about it. You got Saturn in here for a little while longer. Well, quite a while longer. So, I mean, there's always something that you could be working on that you're looking to bring to the surface in some point in time. 12th house is also subconscious, psychological, anything that's hidden. It's like skeletons in the closet type of energy. So, but it's also about dreams, you know, and not only literal dreams, but dreams that we want to bring to the forefront. And it's about creating the life you want, Aries. So again, I think this new moon is going to be asking you what kind of life do you want to lead, Aries, moving forward? And I know that's a general question, but I mean, the 12th house is like a wrapping up of a huge cycle. And then when Saturn and Neptune pops into your first house, I feel like this is going to be a brand new you, like presenting yourself in a new way in the world. The world is going to know you for doing something different, Aries. So I love this for you, or quite simply, it just could be a new moon about maybe you want to change your community, your place of living. Maybe you want to travel more or incorporate traveling, or maybe you get a new career or job, or your job evolves into traveling more. Or this is about your local community as well, maybe diving into more local events or being more present for your local community, basically your neighbors, your siblings, your cousins, things like that, extended family members. Reunions could also be happening over the next month, or you could be planning for them. So whatever seeds you plant at this new moon will manifest, or hopefully the next chapter will take place in approximately 6 months from now, Aries. So a really good productive new moon. And again, this is making really nice opportunity aspects for whatever you're watching right now, whether it's your ascendant, your sun, your moon, or any other planets you're watching for. It's pouring opportunities into your personal planets, again, whatever you're watching for right now. Now, the full moon in Capricorn, I love this for you. It's at the top of your sky. It's at the very beginning degrees of Capricorn. Now, this is an ending. Usually full moons are endings, or just something coming to a culmination point, a finish line, so you can take on something new. Now, being up in your career sector, Aries, this really could impact all areas of life. Anything that happens at the big angular houses, so first house, fourth house, seventh house, 10th house, can technically impact all areas of life. I'm hearing some of you are going to be moving. So again, if your true midheaven runs through Capricorn, that means your IC, your homeland, your home line, I should say, runs through Cancer. So maybe for some of you, this could be a move, which I did hear when I was talking about your new moon as well. So some of you could be moving, but again, general reading. I know this won't apply to each and every one of you, but this is maybe the ending of a job, Aries, an ending of a big client project, or maybe your status is changing. When I say status, this could mean, going from single to common law, or single to married, or but also the other way around. It could be going from married to separated or divorced, but I'm not saying all of you are going to get divorced. This would be more so if this is already happening right now in your life. So this won't be a shock. I'm definitely not seeing anything crazy around this full moon besides a challenging aspect to Neptune, which could lead to some confusion or disillusionment when it comes to, again, career related matters. There could also be changes in the workplace, whether this is a new boss coming in or something along those lines. Let's see here, but also this could be shining a light on something on the home front. So if that doesn't apply, this could also be retirement, you thinking about retirement, or maybe the focus is more so on home versus the career. So again, this could be home, family, foundation, or a focus on your children at this time, or again, something to do with your community or place of living, Aries. Okay, so some highlights for the month here that I want to review. So in this Gemini house, there should be good news and blessings coming into this house. So again, busy, busy, busy third house of traveling, communication, writing, publishing, siblings, cousins, neighbors, community. There should be some good news coming your way this month, Aries, when it comes to that area of your life. But again, all of these Gemini placements, which is fabulous for you, by the way, because it's making opportunity aspects, like I mentioned before, up to your personal placements, whatever you're watching for in Aries, and it's also flowing nicely into your relationship sector. So this could have a connection to relationships, or again, I'm hearing something to do with home, family, foundation. So these challenging aspects up to your Pisces placements, which again is that hidden house, they're just asking you to take action on something, to bring something forward. Again, for you Aries, I feel like I've said this in prior months too, about working on something in the background and bringing it to the forefront. Again, now is the time to do it. All the personal planets are direct, so if you are interested in that, I'm definitely encouraging folks to take action, I'm trying to say, in June, and the first part of July looks fantastic. And even if you did something in May, that would have been a good time as well to bring something forward. Now, once all these planets, I'm just specifically talking about the Sun, Venus, and Mercury, once they pour into your 4th house, now this is going to be that flowing harmonious energy up into that 12th house. So if there were any delays or roadblocks that happened maybe end of May to middle of June, the energy should start lightening up because it is making harmonious aspects to your 12th house. However, Cancer makes a challenging aspect to you, Aries. So the energy, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, is kind of a mixed bag. You know, it's a lot of really nice energy coming down the pipe this month, but we got to take action on something. And there's like purposeful delays that are coming up for us this month as well. Let's see here. And then, yes, Mars moving into Taurus. I absolutely love this. I love it when Mars moves into an earth sign. And remember, this is your ruler. So whenever I talk about Mars, that is your ruler. So the energy changed, the energy shifted. He moved in here on, or he will be moving in here on June the 9th, I should say. He is in detriment, so he's got to work a little, your planet's got to work a little bit extra harder, but this is the energy of getting your fingernails in the soil and getting some traction on life. It's not about talking about it. It's about action oriented here, Aries. So your 2nd house, this is all about money. This is about work. This is about going after what it is that you want. And again, this is your personal planet, Aries. So technically, this could impact any area of your life. But since he's in your financial house, definitely focus is going to also be on finances, how you earn a living. I also just heard, again, retirement. So, okay, if some of you are looking to retire, Mars also severs. So if you're looking for a new job, you have that full moon in your 10th house. You have Mars down in your 2nd house of work. You know, it looks pretty good. If you want to change jobs or go after a new client, go after a new source of income, do it. Do it this month, Aries, because you're definitely going to have the passion, the motivation, the drive to go after what it is that you want. Also, there could be a connection here. Think back to April. That's when Mars and Saturn came together in that hidden 12th house. So if there's anything back in April that you started or maybe planted a seed, you might see some sort of opportunity coming in this month. And again, could be connected to your finances, your work, whatever it is that you do on a day-to-day level, from an income standpoint, I should say. But also this is your investments as well. And this is also your skills, your talents, and your abilities as well. So again, how can you utilize your skills, your talents, your abilities to earn a new income stream or take it to the next level in your business, your job? Again, apply this to your life. Even if you're retired, it doesn't matter. It's like life doesn't end at retirement. You know, what are you going to do? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? Is it watching the grandchildren? Is it, I don't know, building homes? Is it, I don't know, something to do with travel for you possibly as well? It's whatever you want to pour your heart and soul into, Aries. I would say go after it this month. Absolutely. And then one thing I forgot to mention, Venus moving back. I don't want to say back and forth, that's Mercury, but Venus moving through the bottom of your chart. Venus should smooth things over in the household, anything to do with the household, home, family, foundation. Also anything to do with siblings, cousins, neighbors. Wherever Venus goes, she attracts as well. So, you know, maybe you're buying and selling, not a bad month to buy and sell, whether it is property or just material possessions around the house. Mars also will help you sever. So if you want to sell anything, that looks really good as well. Venus at the bottom of your sky will help smooth things over in this area of life as well, Aries. Otherwise, that is about it, Aries. I think it's going to be a wonderful month. Like I said, a mixed bag, mixed full of, we need to take action, but also opportunity finding us. And it's kind of like, okay, which way do we want to go here, Aries? So all in all, I think it's going to be a wonderful month. So enjoy June, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Hey, Taurus, let's talk about where I think your focus will be this month. So it's going to definitely continue to be on work, on money, on finances, on how you earn a living, also your skills, your talents, your abilities as well, which we will come back to because you got a new moon in here this month. And then once the Sun and Mercury and Venus move into your third house, it's all about communication. It's all about being a social butterfly. It's all about your community, your place of living, maybe even some travel, whether that's long distance or short distance. And it's all about siblings, cousins, neighbors as well. And also learning, like learning something new or teaching something or anything to do with educational pursuits as well, Taurus. So I think that's where, you're definitely going to have a busy month, they're showing me. So I think that's where your focus is definitely going to be this month. Now let's go back to that new moon. So new moon in your second house. I love this for you, Taurus. So plant those seeds of intention of what you want to manifest over the next 6 months or so. Now this is quite an active new moon. So this is happening at 16 degrees of Gemini. It's conjunct Venus. It's making a really nice aspect up to the North Node in your 12th house, but it's also making a flowing aspect to your South Node in that 6th house where you're maybe being asked to let something go so you can welcome in something new in at least one area of life, Taurus. Now it is making a challenging aspect up to Saturn in your 11th house, asking you to readjust something or maybe tighten the belt on something because this is in a financial house. Anything to do with money mixing with friendships or goals or people that you hang out with. So memberships, associations, anything like that. Maybe it's time to tighten the belt or reassess something in this area of life, Taurus. Again, just an example. Take what resonates and leave the rest. But all in all, this is a new beginning. So plant those seeds of intention, what you want to manifest. This new moon has a dusting of fate, fortune, destiny, because again, it's talking in a really nice aspect to the nodes as well. But I mean, it's in a financial house for you. And if you're looking for new work or a new way to show your skills, your talents, your abilities, this is the new moon to do it. Absolutely. Now you have a full moon in your 9th house this month, up in Capricorn there. So again, this is lighting up a very busy access for you, Taurus. This could be about, again, traveling, publishing, writing, any sort of educational pursuits or upgrading, or again, community. For those of you maybe looking to move, that could be a possibility, especially if your IC floats in the 3rd house in Cancer. That definitely could be a possibility. This could also have something to do with siblings, cousins, neighbors, neighborhood, again, place of living where you live. Anything to do with maybe long distance travel, citizenship, immigration, passports. Also, you just left my brain there. Anyway, it'll hopefully come back. But this is the top of your sky here. So anything, it's almost like anything public as well. Foreign lands. There we go. Foreign lands, foreign cultures, Taurus. Anything to do with that as well. So this is an ending, a culmination point, or at least the closing of one chapter, and then you're moving on to a new area of life this month. So that is the moons. Now, some of the highlights this month that I just want to cover off is Taurus, really nice energy flowing into that 2nd house again. So good news coming in, blessings coming in. You have all that packed energy in there. You got Jupiter in there for the next year. You got Venus in there. You got the Sun in there, and you got Mercury in there. So I love this for you. You should be getting good news on the work front, on, again, something to do with your skills, your talents, your abilities, material possessions. possibly even something to do with buying and selling. That is incredible for you, Taurus. So I absolutely love that for you this month. Now, again, we already sort of talked about this, but you're being asked to sort of take action on something when it has to do with your 11th house of long-term goals, commitments, maybe again, something to do with friendships, friendship circles, humanitarian efforts, even something to do with older siblings that's making a challenging aspect down to that Gemini house. It's just asking you to take action on something, move on something. Anything that is restricted or constricted or delayed this, well, I would say right now, should ease up once the energy, the sun, Mercury, and Venus move into your Cancer house. This is going to flow energy a little bit better, not only into your sign, whatever you're watching for right now, but it's going to flow a lot better up to Saturn and Neptune in your 11th house. So I do love that for you this month, Taurus. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, bit of a mixed bag this month, but it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. I'm still feeling June is going to be good. It's just going to be busy, and it's going to be full of taking action. Opportunities coming to your doorstep. What are you going to do about it? It's up to us. We have free will. So it's like, do we want to do something with that, or do we want to just leave it alone and ignore it and don't worry about it? It's about taking advantage of those opportunities or not, or letting them pass you by. That's, again, we totally have free will here, Taurus. Now, Mars is moving into your sign this month. So I love Mars in the earth signs because I love getting that traction. It's not about talking. When Mars is in an air sign or even a fire sign for that matter, yes, you get the intuitive hits, and yes, you have the brilliant ideas, but then once Mars moves into an earth sign such as yourself, we actually get some traction. We can hit the pavement running, finally get the wheels on the bus. Let's start going down the highway. So Mars in your sign over the next 6 weeks or so, Taurus, this is really going to energize you in multiple areas of life because this is your first house. So Mars here will energize you to go after what it is that you want. So whether it is something to do with career, whether it is something to do with your relationships, or whether it is something to do with maybe home, family, foundation, moving, or taking action in some way, shape, or form. Something that maybe you started, Taurus, back in April, perhaps, maybe you could see an opportunity come back around. And again, this new beginning when Mars and Saturn came together in your 11th house, that was back in April. And again, this might have something to do with friendship circles, groups, people that you hang out with, associations, humanitarian efforts. This is also the house of older siblings, luck, abundance, and also social media, putting yourself out there, Taurus. So whatever that was, possibly that started back in April, you might see some traction. You might see something sprout, like whatever seed you planted back then, you might see something come to or materialize this month, or again, an opportunity, something that you did in April coming back around and then taking advantage of that energy, Taurus. And another thing I forgot to mention about Venus here. So Venus is going to be in Gemini and popping into Cancer this month. Is that right? Yes, that's right. So she's kind of like half and half. So wherever Venus goes, she attracts, and she also smooths things over in that area of life. So again, this is going to be your finances, Taurus, and this is your ruler, by the way. So wherever Venus goes, that is your ruler, and the energy will shift in each and every sign. So she's moving through your second house and third house. So again, helping to smooth over communication, relationships in general, but relationships in particular with siblings, cousins, neighbors, and also your communication. You're going to look very attractive when you communicate. So not a bad month too, Taurus, to put yourself out there if you're applying for jobs or anything like that. If you're an educator, or if you speak or write or anything like that, you're going to look very, very good to your audience as well. But then Venus in that second house, attracting money towards yourself as well. And of course, wherever Venus goes, we can attract in love too. If you're single and looking for someone, absolutely, that's a possibility, especially when she moves into your third house of Cancer, because it's going to make really nice aspects not only to your, whatever you're watching for right now, your sun, your ascendant, your moon, whatever you're watching for, and also she'll be hitting your descendant if your ascendant is through Taurus as well. So that makes you very attractive as well to other folks. So otherwise, Taurus, I think it's going to be a wonderful month. I still think June, I'm feeling really good about June, but the only thing is this is a month of taking action. And if there's any delays, they're faded. Okay, it's faded delays. That's Saturn up in your 11th house, kind of causing some restriction, constriction. Don't let that, sway you or deter you. Just know delays are faded. You will, once this energy moves into Cancer, I'm confident that something should start moving again for you in this area of life, because again, this energy is pouring better harmonious energy into your house and your Pisces house as well. So enjoy the month of June, Taurus, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Hey Gemini, happy birthday if you are celebrating this month. So focus is definitely still going to be on you this month, and you have an incredible new moon, Gemini. So this is happening on June the 6th at 16 degrees of Gemini. Even if you don't have anything around that degree point, it doesn't matter. This is your new moon. Even if you had a birthday last month, this is your new moon, Gemini. So plant those seeds of intention. You got so much incredible energy in your sign this month. And remember, you got Jupiter with you for an entire year, which started in May, and it's going to go all the way until next June. So amp up those birthday wishes, Gemini. I'm going to, like, your birth, whatever you put out to the universe this month is going to come back to you tenfold. So get really clear with the universe on what you want to manifest. And again, this is around June the 6th. Again, give or take a day or two, depending on where you are on the planet. But anyway, let me back up here. I got so excited there. So let's talk about the sun, where I think your focus is going to be this month. Again, it's going to be on you. It's going to be on your physical body. It could be about your health, your identity, new exercise routines, or anything to do with the first house is like major life themes and cycles. The first house touches all areas of our life. So this could impact career, this could impact home, family, foundation, or retirement. This could also impact your relationships as well. And second house, yes, the sun moving into your second house of Cancer. This is going to put a spotlight on your finances, on your resources, on your material possessions, on your value system, your skills, your talents, your abilities. Also work is covered off in this house as well. So, and the really nice thing is once the sun, Mercury, and Venus pop in here, it's going to be making trine energy, harmonious flowing energy up to Saturn and Neptune up into your house of career, Gemini. So I love this for you. I think that, I know Saturn and Neptune in the 10th house is not easy at all. So I think June and into July will be really good for you in particular because of that Cancer energy making better aspects up into your 10th house of Pisces there, Gemini. Okay, so we already covered off the new moon. I just want to see what kind of aspects it is making. So it's actually quite an active new moon. It's conjunct Venus, which is incredible. It is making a really nice opportunity aspect to the North Node that's currently in your 11th house, and it's flowing nice harmonious energy into your 5th house where you need to let something go in order to welcome in something new in that 11th house area. And what else here? It is making a square up to Saturn in your 10th house. So again, squares are not a bad thing. It just means that you have to take some action. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this month is going to be a mixed bag of energy. There's opportunities coming in, there's harmonious energy coming in, there's easy energy coming in, and then there's not so easy energy coming in, but that means it lights a fire under our butts to make us move, to make us take action on something. For you, Gemini, this new moon is asking you, what do you want in your career? Like, what do you want to manifest in your career? Is it time for retirement? Is it time for a career shift? Is it time to change your life, change your career? This new moon is in your first house, so you have the power to change your life. You have Jupiter in your first house. You have the power to change your life, Gemini. Jupiter in here is a huge blessing, but again, Jupiter expands anything he touches. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. It's how you use this energy, Gemini. So Jupiter in the first house, I still think is a blessing all in all. But again, Jupiter can make you overindulge, overspend, overdo it, bite off more than you can chew. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer here. I'm just trying to be realistic here, Gemini. So that's what this new moon is asking you, a lot of you. This new moon is, and this is going to manifest 6 months from now, Gemini. So again, I recommend get clear with the universe. What do you want to manifest? What do you want to change in your life? Even whether it's something big or something small, Gemini, go after what it is that you want, I would suggest. Now you have a full moon in your financial access. So this is a culmination point. This is finally getting, I don't know, a paycheck or a payout, or your taxes are finally coming back to you in a positive way, whatever the case may be. This could also be a culmination point, something to do with your partner's resources, your partner's finances. This is an ending, but I mean, this might not be the end all be all because we have a full moon each and every month. But this is an ending, a culmination point in your financial house of also debts, mortgages, loans, anything to do with psychological matters, intimacy, sex is covered off in this house as well. This is the house of power, fear, control. Maybe where are you being tied down, Gemini? I just heard. Where is somebody maybe trying to control you or tie you down in some way, shape, or form? This is also the house of the shadow. So there could be a realization coming as well around this full moon. Now, this full moon is not really aspecting anything besides Neptune. So, I mean, it is a square up to Neptune. So, I mean, that just kind of shows me there's readjustments. There could be disillusionment. There could be, again, something dissolving. Maybe marital assets are dissolving, or partnership assets are dissolving, or again, coming to a culmination point, Gemini. This could be a whole bunch of different things, but again, it'll have a financial tone to it. And again, take what resonates and leave the rest. This could also impact possibly career, maybe a new job coming down the pipe, or changes with career, or I just heard place of living. So, you know, I'll throw it out there. If this full moon is making an aspect to your IC, if it does go through Virgo, that could be a possibility as well. But yeah, this full moon could also impact work, career, retirement, or home family foundation, if that resonates with you as well, Gemini. Okay, so just some highlights for the month. I feel like I nattered on enough about, you know, your Gemini house. This is where good news is coming in. This is where blessings are coming in. And again, because it's your first house, it really could impact any area of life. Mercury is your ruler. So, I mean, Mercury is in your sign this month, and then he will move along into your second house there. So again, that's just going to amp up on the communication front. I think you're going to have a really social type of month, but you should receive some sort of good news this month, Gemini. You should. And any delays, I can't remember if I mentioned this, any delays this month are faded when it comes to career, when it comes to public reputation or status or home, family, foundation, or maybe you as a parent. Any sort of delays this month are going to be faded, Gemini. Once this energy shifts into Cancer, so the Sun, Mercury, and Venus, it'll flow better up to your career house. I think I mentioned that at the beginning there. So just be patient with yourself, be kind with yourself and others, because I do see a lot of energy that you're going to want to go, 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 go. But again, everything happens on its own timeline, right? Which I know I hate saying and I hate hearing myself, but it is what it is. With Saturn at the top of your sky, that's serious business here. But Saturn's also setting you up for success over, you know, many, many, many years from now. So just think of it that way. It's just I think you have Saturn in here for another year or so. So again, Saturn is helping you build a firm foundation when it comes to career, work, you as a parent, or again, maybe even something to do with building you up so you can retire, building you up for retirement as well. Now, your Taurus house is your 12th house. Now, Mars is popping in here on June the 9th. And we'll be here for about 6 weeks or so. Mars in the 12th house can make you extra antsy, extra like wanting to do a lot of things at once. I personally love Mars in the earth signs. This is when we can dig our fingernails into the soil and get some traction. It's like, let's get going. Let's stop talking about it. Let's just hit the road and let's get going on this project or plan or whatever you want to do. Mars in the 12th house can make you also difficult to sleep. So just keep that in mind as well. Take care of your nervous system too, Gemini. I think that might be important in the month ahead as well. I'm going to say for the next 6 weeks or so. But anything that you are working on, Gemini, anything that you are working on behind the scenes, this is also something to do with the subconscious, anything to do with dream work as well. That could be really active this month for you. You could have actually a lot of vivid dreams, or even passionate or aggressive dreams too, Gemini. But if you're into it, I'm going to throw it out there. Maybe take note of what you're dreaming about, because with Uranus in there, I think I talked about this with you before, you know, definitely you would have had some vivid dreams as well, and magical downloads like spirituality. You know, this is also the house of spirituality as well. So keep that in mind. Yeah, keep that in mind. Talking about the 12th house is really difficult because, again, it's like anything behind closed doors, but it's also an awakening. You know, I have no doubt, Gemini, you've had an awakening since 2018 when Uranus came in here. So Mars in here is just going to amp up that energy for you as well, Gemini. Okay, let's see here. Also, this might be a connection with friendship circles, friends, humanitarian efforts, anything you do on a collective level with maybe your community or older siblings. This might have a connection there as well, with Mars moving into your 12th house as well. And again, this could have a connection to work because Mars rules your house of work and day-to-day busyness. So yeah, they're telling me just take care of your body, Gemini. Just, I feel like you're going to be really busy this month. Your mind's going to just go this month. So yeah, please take care of yourself mentally and physically. I know that sounds mundane, but they are showing me that this month might be an important, the next 6 weeks are going to be important for you from a health perspective as well. Otherwise, Gemini, I think it's going to be a wonderful month. Like I said, set those new moon intentions. That's the biggest thing I would say for you this month. Welcome in those blessings, be open to them. Again, fated delays, don't let that bog you down. And I think you're going to have a very, very, very productive month as well, Gemini. And travel, you know, short distance, long distance, I think that's going to be prominent for you possibly this month as well. And in the year ahead, I just heard. So, all right, Gemini, enjoy the month of June, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Hey, Cancer, let's talk about where I think your focus is going to be this month. And yes, happy birthday for all those Cancerians out there that are celebrating a birthday this month. So I want to wish you a wonderful, wonderful month ahead. And also, next month is your new moon. So I will talk about that because that's very, very important for your birthday cycle. Whether you're celebrating a birthday this month, next month is going to be your new moon in Cancer. So I will be here to talk about it this month, but I just thought I'd throw it out there. Okay, well, Cancer, you're starting to wake up this month. You're starting to wake up this month, Cancer. So we have the sun that's still kind of like sombering in your 12th house. You got a lot of energy in that 12th house, Cancer. So how have you been sleeping? You know, have you been sleeping all the time, or have you been awake all the time? Maybe difficulty sleeping. I can kind of see both sides of the coin happening for you, but that should come to an end, especially once the Sun, Mercury, and Venus move into your sign. It's going to be all about you. It's going to be this is a brand new 1-year cycle that's starting for you this month, which is really, 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 really exciting. Also, Venus is going to make you very attractive, Cancer, as well. So if you are looking for love, that, the possibilities could be coming in this month, absolutely. But this could also be about new friendship circles, or this could even be something to do with home, family, foundation, and interactions going very well this month, or maybe traveling to see family members this month. That could be a possibility as well, Cancer. So that is going to continue to be your focus this month, is you, and also wrapping things up just before your cycle comes around. It's about wrapping up those loose ends so you can, spring. They're showing me like spring forward, so to speak. I know spring is going to be over in the northern hemisphere, but they're showing me spring ahead. They're showing me you jumping into your birthday season with both feet ready to hit the ground running. So I love that for you, Cancer. You're going to get your energy back, which is great. Now, speaking of that 12th house, you have a new moon in this hidden 12th house. And it is quite an active new moon because it's talking with the North Node up in your career sector. And it's making a really harmonious flowing energy into your 4th house of letting something go in order to welcome in something new in your 10th house. For those of you looking for a job, it's full on this month. Plant those seeds of intention of what you want to bring into your life. Again, this new moon will materialize, or should at least culminate something in about 6 months from now. Now, I'm not saying if you apply to a job now, you're not going to get a job. No. This could be a job finding you this month, because this is an opportunity flowing in from that North Node in your 10th house of Aries there. It's also making a bit of a challenging aspect to Saturn, but this just means that something needs to take action around this new moon. And again, that's June the 6th, give or take a day or two, depending on where you are on the planet. Now, the 9th house is a busy house. This is the house of publishing, of writing, of teaching, of training, anything to do with long distance matters, or foreign lands, foreign cultures, I should say, or long distance traveling, publishing, citizenship, immigration, legal matters. So there's some sort of action or delay perhaps that needs to take place this month. And just keep in mind, anything that's delayed this month that I just rambled off in your 9th house there of Pisces, that has a purpose. There's a meaning for that. Once the energy pops into, so the Sun, Mercury, Venus moves into your sign, it's going to flow a lot more nicely up into that 9th house that I spoke about. So the energy should lighten up once this energy moves from Gemini into your sign, Cancer, and that's going to be pouring blessings into your sign as well. So that's more so the later half of the month of June. Now, this full moon in Capricorn, this is across the sky from you, Cancer. This is, across the street from you, so to speak. This is lighting up your partnership sector. So again, this is an ending, a culmination point. This could be some of you signing on the dotted line for a new, I just heard a new home. So, okay, I'll throw it out there. Maybe a new home, a new mortgage, loan, a new job, a new contract, some sort of contract agreement, negotiation, even marriage. This is the house of marriage as well, Cancer. But whatever it is, it's lighting up your house of partnership, whether that's in love, in business, or in friendship, Cancer. Now, this full moon is not really making any aspects besides up to Neptune in your 9th house. Now, again, this is a square because the Neptune is at the last degrees of Pisces, and this new moon is right at the beginning of Capricorn. So a bit of a square here. Again, some sort of maybe confusion or disillusionment when it comes to signing on the dotted line. If you are signing something around this full moon, so around June the 21st, just be mindful. Just make sure you know and you understand what the terms and conditions are, whether this is employment, home, real estate, or something to do with your career, Cancer. Just read the fine print, double, triple check in everything. because I'm seeing there could be something foggy that you're not quite seeing around this full moon. Or if you meet somebody new, give it time. Don't commit to something like, you know, maybe hold off moving them in right away, Cancer, or giving them $10,000 to, I don't know, do something with. Maybe hold off. Maybe hold off on that, because around this full moon, you're just not seeing something clearly when it comes to partnerships, when it comes to all types of relationships in your life, Cancer. Even if it's a friend, just be mindful around this full moon. Okay, so Cancer, I think this month is also going to be very synchronistic because you got all this energy in that hidden 12th house. It's always difficult to talk about the 12th house because the 12th house is about endings and loss and awakenings and wrapping things up, anything to do with places that are hidden. So you have a ton of energy here and you have blessings coming in here. So I really think, again, this is the house of spirituality. If I didn't mention that already, this is also the house of dreams. You could have some really vivid, lucid dreams this month, Cancer. So if you are into it, maybe have a dream journal handy, especially with Jupiter moving in here over the next year. But if you're not into that, that's totally fine. Just maybe notice what you're noticing. Notice what, again, I think they're showing me synchronicity. That's all they're saying is, you know, big month for synchronicity. So keep your eyes, your ears, all your senses open, Cancer. Be mindful. Again, notice what you're noticing. And I think some really magical things are going to happen in the back end, in the background. And yeah, they're showing me this is going to impact all areas of life. Kind of like I'm picking up similar energy to as if this is happening in your first house. I know it's not. But yeah, I think you're going to have a good month, Cancer. I think you're going to have a wonderful month. Blessings are going to find you. And I don't think you have to work very hard this month for that to happen. So I love this for you. And again, I'm feeling it in my heart chakra. So for you, this is a big, big month about home family foundation and spending time with family or relatives or whoever you call family. You know, some of us have work family. Some of us have friends that are like family, right? So it's all about the heart center for you this month, Cancer, which I love. Okay, so we talked about the fated delays and yeah, and again, once the planets pour into Cancer, your 9th house will light up like a Christmas tree. Things will start moving again in that 9th house at the top of your sky as well. Taurus, newly in your 11th house. This is the house of friendship circles, people that you hang out with, your long-term goals. I also just heard retirement, so I'll throw that out there as well. This is also the house of older siblings. And it was right at the tip of my tongue there. Social media, sorry, they're chatting in my ear and it's kind of like, okay, I'm trying to articulate here. Yeah, so this is also the house of social media, the internet. Yes, you're going to be a social butterfly this month as well. So anything that possibly started back in April for you, Cancer, you might have an opportunity coming in here. Now, this new beginning that happened for you in April. Well, we had a lot of new beginnings in April, but when Mars came together with Saturn for you in particular, this is a new beginning in that 9th house of, again, anything to do with foreign lands, foreign cultures, maybe something to do with the legal system, publishing, writing, putting yourself out there. This is the house of the gods, Cancer. And this is making nice flowing energy into your first house, whatever you're watching for, sun, ascendant, moon, whatever. So there's an opportunity coming in here. For some of you, it's going to be social media. For some of you, it could be benefits coming in from an older sibling. It could be getting traction on your long-term goals and commitments, humanitarian efforts, friendship circles. This is also a house of luck as well. So Mars in here is going to definitely give you some traction, and Mars will create opportunity aspects, not only to your 9th house, but also to you personally, Cancer. So you'll be getting some opportunities definitely coming your way this month, and it'll be up to you if you want to take advantage of them or not. All in all, Cancer, I think it's going to be a wonderful month for you. So enjoy the month of June, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Hey, Leo, let's talk about where I think your focus is going to be this month. So again, tons and tons and tons and tons of energy in that 11th house, Leo. So this is the house of social media. This is, I mentioned it, I think last month. This is the house of fame. This is the house of luck as well. And this is a house of reaching a wider audience and going viral, things like that, Leo. So again, only if that resonates, but this is the house of the internet, social media, your long-term goals and commitments, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your friends, your people that you hang out with, memberships, humanitarian efforts, Leo. So tons and tons of energy is going into this house. So that's going to continue to be the focus this month. But with Jupiter in here, that energy definitely will continue and expand over the next year. Now, you're going to start to want to slow down. Possibly. This might not be for all of you, but if Cancer is your true 12th house, Leo, you might want to slow down naturally. You know, I'm not saying you have to slow down. If you want to keep giving her, give her, Leo. But once the Sun and Venus and Mercury pop into your 12th house, naturally, sometimes we want to slow down. We want to sleep more. And this starts again around June the 20th when the Sun pops into this area of life, because you're basically wrapping up. You know, it's like a consolidation of what's been going on in your life since your last birthday season, because you're basically ramping up for your birthday season, which starts next month, Leo. So take the time, take time off if you can, you know, call in sick, take that sick day or PTO or whatever it is, Leo. Again, only if you're called to do so. I'm a Leo sun, so I know for some strange reason, well, I know why, it's because it's my 12th house, but even my Sun in Leo, I get tired. I get really tired once the Sun pops into Cancer, and I just want to sleep all the time. So I know that can't just be me. So leave a comment below if that's you, Leo, if you want to start snoozing once the Sun moves into your 12th house, which is okay. Because again, we're ramping up for our birthday season, right? This is a brand new cycle. It's like, what do you want to manifest? You know, I'll talk about that later on when we have a new moon in Leo in 2 months. But yeah, we're slowing down. Give yourself permission, Leo, to slow down. Because I know May probably was a busy month for you, and also June will continue to be busy. But like I said, it should slow down middle of June. Or it might be your energy slowing down middle of June. So that's natural. That's natural and normal. If you're feeling that way, take a break if you need to take a break, Leo. Okay, so that new moon that I mentioned that's happening in your busy, busy, busy 11th house of Gemini. I love this new moon. It's really active. It's making a wonderful opportunity aspect up to the North Node in your 9th house. And it's also flowing harmonious energy into your 3rd house but this is where you're letting something go. So it'll help you let something go possibly around this new moon, around June the 6th, so you can welcome in something new at the top of your chart here, the top of your sky. Now, the new moon is also paired with Venus, so that's really beautiful energy because Venus attracts love, money, beauty our way, Leo, but also it's making a challenging aspect to Saturn in your one of your financial houses. Now, this could be a strain on your finances or your partner's finances. If you do live with someone, I should say, not something, but if you live with someone, this could be a strain or a restriction on their finances, which may impact you, or this could be a restriction on your finances, or delays, like delays with money coming your way. Maybe a client owes you something. Maybe you're due for a big tax break or a tax check and it's delayed for some reason. Whatever this is, Leo, Saturn is asking you to tighten the belt here. And Saturn has been asking you to tighten the belt since 2023 in this area of life. Again, not the end of the world. Wherever Saturn goes, he tests this area of life. He brings in purposeful delays. There's karma that we're also burning off in this 8th house, Leo. So just know it's fated. It's meant to be. The energy should lighten up once the Sun, Mercury, and Venus move into the 12th house of Cancer, because then it's going to flow better and easier into your Saturn house. So if you're working hard at something, trying to push something through, and it's not happening, or you're frustrated, or there's delays, just take a step back, because there's a reason for this, because there's something better that's trying to get lined up for you, Leo. So just take a step back and just see what happens at the end of June into July, and things should ease up in at least the financial area of your house. Even for those of you that are trying to get a loan or a mortgage or an approval on something to do with a bank, again, just, it's coming. It's just that, yeah, there's fated delays that are happening right now, Leo. So be patient, kind to yourself as well. Don't be so hard on yourself too, Leo, because again, this is very fated energy, I feel like, too purposeful. There's a purpose for this. But focus on all those blessings that are coming into the 11th house. Take advantage of those, and I have no doubt you will. Again, house of social media, of luck, of long-term goals and commitments. This is also, you know, you have a whole year of benefits coming in from either older siblings or friendships, people that you hang out with, people that you associate with. There's benefits and blessings coming into this house this month, but again, with Jupiter here for the whole year ahead, Leo. So focus on that. If there's any delays, let that go if you can, and focus on a different area of life, and then those blockages will eventually lighten up and the energy will start flowing in that house once again for you. Now, Mars just moved into your 10th house. I love this for you, Leo. This is all about going after what it is that you want when it comes to career, when it comes to business, when it comes to work, whatever it is that you do. Whatever it is that you do, you put yourself out there. Even if you're retired, this is still about, okay, what legacy do I want to leave behind? You know, what is the life I want to live now? Retirement doesn't mean that life ends. It's like, okay, the next chapter, how can I contribute? Mars in here can also sever, Leo. So if you're looking to change jobs, that's a possibility this month. Mars in here, though, can also irritate on the job front. So bosses could get snappy. You might get snappy and heated. Just, again, keep that in mind. I'm not saying it's going to happen for everyone, but Mars at the top of the sky, you know, is great for motivation, passion, drive, but it can also cause irritation, inflammation as well. And especially for you, top of the sky on the job front, especially. Also, you as a parent, Leo, I forgot to mention that 10th house, 4th house is our parents, but also you as a parent, if you're a parent. So again, you might be a spicy parent this month and be really, really, really fiery. Or maybe one of your parents, you notice, are like super, you know, like jazzed up this month and super fiery. So just, again, something to just keep in mind. Also on the relationship front, there could be some challenges with whether this is in business, but also love relationships as well. There could be some heated debates, I'll say, that are put on the table for you, Leo. But all in all, if you're single, Leo, you could find love in friendship circles this month. Absolutely. With Venus cruising through your 11th house. Yeah, the possibility is there to find love through, again, social media, putting yourself out there, or something to do with friendship circles, groups, people that you hang out with. Someone could connect you with someone. That is a possibility, again, if you are interested, Leo. All in all, Leo, I feel like I'm missing something here. Also this month with Mars, there could be a connection to April this month, an opportunity in your, again, this could be work, this could be retirement, this could be moving, this could be a financial opportunity, this could be, again, something to do with taxes, debts, loans, your partner's finances, opportunities coming in with your partner. Whatever you started in April, Leo, whatever you started in April, this is sort of like a seed sort of sprouting, because Mars is making an opportunity aspect here to Saturn this month. So, and it'll be up to you, Leo, if you want to take advantage of this energy or not, but this is really, really, really nice energy coming in for you from a career standpoint mixed with a financial standpoint. This could also have something to do with property, buying, selling property, again, signing on the dotted line. There could be a connection here. Think back to April. But all in all, Leo, I think this is going to be a wonderful month. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, mixed bag. So we have opportunity coming in, harmonious, flowing, beautiful, incredible blessings coming in. But then we also have the energy of you have to take action this month on something. You know, May was a time to kind of sit back, kick back. Now it's a time to sort of get the wheels on the vehicle and let's get rolling down the highway. Let's take some action on at least one area of life, Leo. Otherwise, have a wonderful month, Leo. We'll see you back here in July. Bye for now. Hey, Virgo, let's talk about where I think your focus is going to be this month. So it will continue to be on career-related matters, maybe mom, dad, authority figures in your life, maybe something to do with home, family, foundation as well, some sort of connection here. Retirement could possibly be on the mind or on the table for some of you as well. And anything you put out in the public sphere, whatever it is that you do on a day-to-day level, that will probably continue to be the focus this month. Now, once the energy shifts into Cancer, which makes opportunity aspects, by the way, to your planet placements points, whatever you're watching for right now in the sign of Virgo, the energy will shift to 11th house matters. So friends, groups, people that you hang out with, memberships, associations, older siblings, long-term commitments, goals, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. This is also a very lucky house for you as well, Virgo. So social media is also in here, the internet, you know, claim to fame, I just heard. So for some of you that are interested, there we go. It'll light up your social media. If you're into social media or on social media, your social media should be lighting up a little bit more in the month of June as well. So that's going to continue to be your focus this month, Virgo. Now, going back to your career sector, you have a new moon here that's actually a really active new moon this month. So again, plant those seeds of intention. If you want to find new work, if you want to become a parent, if you want to become your own boss, if you want to move, anything that you want to do, this is in an angular house, Virgo. So plant those seeds of intention around June the 6th. This new moon is hand in hand with Venus, which I love. Wherever Venus goes, she attracts usually money and love, and she also smooths things over in these area of our lives. And for you, it's in that 10th house of career and the 11th house of your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals, long-term goals and commitments. So there's that energy, but also the new moon is making a really nice aspect to the North Node in a financial house for you. And it's making a wonderful, harmonious, letting go aspect to the South Node in your second house of material possessions, finances, your value system, and also your skills, your talents, your abilities. So there is a letting go here, and then you're being asked to welcome in something new. This definitely, I'm seeing for some of you, could be a job change or some sort of status change. What you're normally known for doing, it might change around this new moon, Virgo, and you fill in the blank of whatever that means for you, whether this is job, retirement, a new job, maybe becoming an entrepreneur, or something to do with, again, you as a parent. Something could be changing in that area of your life. It could also impact your home, family, foundation as well. It is making a square up to Saturn in your relationship house, Virgo. So you're being asked to be patient with something, readjust something. There's a fated delay here that's happening around this new moon, but it's also maybe asking you to take action. Squares are also, you know, nudging you, hey, take some action in this area of life. So again, for some of you, I'm seeing possibly signing on the dotted line, whether that's a new home, whether that's a new business partnership, a new client, a new job, a new contract, agreement, negotiation, whatever the case may be. And again, anything that's delayed this month is faded. The energy should lighten up once the Sun, Mercury, and Venus move into Cancer. Then the energy will break up sort of that delay or stagnation. Once this energy moves into Cancer, it's going to flow better into your relationship sector where Saturn is right now, Virgo. So just keep that in mind, and also be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself as well, because this can be challenging, restrictive energy around the new moon. So again, around June the 6th, but don't let that deter you. Don't let that sway you. Don't let that discourage you. Just keep doing what you're doing and just focus on a different area of life. So when one area of life slows down or there's blockages, just move on to a new area of life if you can. Just focus on something different until this energy works itself out, because they're coming. Blessings are coming. Blessings are here, but it's just going to take some time. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, it's going to be a mixed bag this month. It's not a bad month though. It's a good month. It's just that May was a lot of, I feel like, easier energy, taking a back seat, not having to do a lot. This month, it's a mix of, okay, opportunity is going to show up. What do you want to do about it? Do you want to change jobs? Do you want to change your life? Do you want to change your health? How are you setting yourself up for retirement? How do you want to change your life? Like, there's all these things that this new moon and these energies period this month are asking you to do, Virgo. So it's just, again, it's like decisions. What do you want to do? How do you want to create the life you want? So, okay, the full moon. Let's talk about the full moon in Capricorn. So this is happening on June the 21st. And actually, this is a really nice full moon for you, Virgo, because it's pouring nice energy into your sign. If you have any planets, placements, points around 1 degree of Virgo, this is definitely going to impact you, or you'll feel it more than others. But it's also happening in a nice axis. It's shining a light on that 11th house that I talked about. And also your 5th house of children, of hobbies, of creative projects, also romance and dating. You know, for those of you, again, that are looking for love, you could find love in social circles. You could also find love at work. Can't remember if I mentioned that or not. But regardless, the full moon is highlighting something here. There's like an ending, a culmination point here. And it's something that may have been put in motion 6 months ago. So think back 6 months ago, because this is the full moon that's taking a culmination point in this 5th house. It's a nice house though. It's about pleasure and joy and romance and dating. And if you're currently in a partnership, it's like bringing the spark back, going on a holiday, going on a vacation, you know, taking a time out, Virgo. Give yourself permission to do that. You know, perfect time. If there's delays and blockages at work or whatever the case may be, well then, hey, take a time out, take a break, go have some fun, and then come back when the energy is lightened up and broken up, so you can move forward with this, whatever this is, this new energy that's coming in. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, so as I mentioned, blessings coming into your 10th house of career. You're very lucky this month, Virgo, with all this energy, all these blessings in your 10th house. If you want to change jobs, if you want to change your career, now is the time to do it. Put yourself out there. You have so much energy at the top of your sky, Virgo, very public type of energy. So put yourself out there, step outside of your comfort zone. You also have Mars supporting you with this as well. So Mars is in your house of the gods. So like, you're going to want to go, you're going to want to take action as well. Really good month for writing, publishing, anything to do with international matters, putting yourself out there, long distance traveling in general, with Gemini being highlighted here. Definitely a busy month for you, Virgo, but there should be blessings here. But these blessings, again, are asking you to take action on something, because technically Gemini is squaring your energy. And it's also squaring Neptune and Saturn in Pisces. So as I mentioned, you will be asked this month to take some sort of action. You are one of the signs where you are going to be nudged, you're going to be called, you're going to be pulled to make some changes in your life this month. Absolutely. Or at least start, Virgo. Okay, let's see here. Think back to April of 2024 when Mars and Saturn came together in your relationship sector. So again, this would have been a new beginning that happened possibly back in April. Now we had a lot of new beginnings in April because we also had the eclipses, but in particular Mars with Saturn, this is now this is the first aspect they're making since they came together there back in April. So this is like they're showing me a little sprout. There's like a little sprout of opportunity that could come in this month. Again, it depends on what happened in April for you, but there's a sprout of opportunity with regards to long distance, anything to do with long distance traveling, foreign lands, foreign cultures, citizenship, immigration, paperwork, publishing, writing, teaching, coaching, training, upgrading your skill set, going back to school. Maybe you're becoming the elder or the teacher or the student all over again. But this is also commitment, some sort of commitment that could come in, or an opportunity to commit to something. Maybe committing going back to school, committing to upgrading your skill set, committing to an educational institution, or committing to, again, something connected overseas, Virgo. So you fill in the blank, but there is some sort of connection here to April, and it's an opportunity aspect. So it's not going to just, you know, I don't know if it's going to come easy, but the energy will, they're kind of showing me it's going to come by, and it's up to you if you want to take advantage of that. I'm not saying it's good or bad, but once Mars continues to move around the zodiac, he will continue to make aspects to this new beginning that happened in April for you, Virgo, in particular. Okay, but all in all, Virgo, I think this is going to be a nice month. As I mentioned at the beginning, I still think this is going to be a nice month. It's just that you are one of the signs, the mutable signs are being asked to step up to the plate this month. The energy is there to change, and that's not a bad thing. Can it be disruptive? Can it be a lot of work? Yeah, but the rewards will come for you, Virgo. And it will start this month because, again, that energy popping into Cancer will make more opportunity aspects to your planet placements points in Virgo, whatever you're watching for right now. Alrighty, so Virgo, enjoy the month of June. I will see you back here next month. Bye for now. Hey Libra, let's talk about where I think your focus is going to be this month. So it's going to definitely be at the top of your sky. Top of your sky is lit up big time, Libra. So it's all about that public reputation and public connection, whatever it is you do on a day-to-day, and put yourself out there. This is going to continue to put a focus on pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. This could also be about foreign lands, foreign cultures, religion, value systems. This is also anything to do with educational pursuits, teaching, learning, you becoming the student again, or maybe you becoming the mentor, the coach, the elder, the teacher, and you're downloading knowledge to the next upcoming generation here, Libra. Could also have something to do with legal matters as well, if that applies to you, or if that resonates with you. But yeah, this is definitely the house of the gods, and this is definitely the house of downloads as well, Libra. Now, energy is going to move into your 10th house around the middle of the month. So the Sun, Mercury, and Venus are popping into your 10th house of career, public reputation, status. This is also the axes of your parents. So mom, dad, bosses, authority figures in your life, and also you as a parent as well, Venus, Libra. Well, you're ruled by Venus, so there we go. But yeah, Venus is going to be very beneficial for you this month. And again, this is your ruler. So you're going to be very attractive as a, not only as a coworker or a boss or whatever you do on a day-to-day level from a work perspective, but I'm also seeing the benefits coming in from like you as a parent. Again, if that resonates, like relationships with your children, your family, your partner, whatever the case may be, Libra. Now, new moon in Gemini this month. This is really, really, really nice. Your 9th house is just packed this month. So plant those seeds of intention. Anything to do with the 9th house matters. And this new moon is talking to quite a few planets, placements, points. And it's also dusted with sort of fate, destiny, fortune up to that north node in your partnership sector, Libra. So If you are single and you're looking to attract a partner into your life at this time, Venus is your ruler is hand in hand with this new moon, plus it's making an opportunity aspect to your 7th house of relationships and partnerships. So call in whoever you want to call into, get clear with the universe around this new moon. So around June the 6th, and give or take a day or two, depending on where you are on the planet, but call in who you want to call in, Libra. This is a time to manifest anything to do with work, anything to do with partnerships, negotiations, even marriage could be a possibility at this new moon, and something will materialize or come to fruition 6 months from now, Libra. That's when we're going to have the full moon in Gemini. It is making a square, though, up to Saturn in your 6th house of day-to-day work, also health, pets, your diet, nutrition, anything to do with, this is a very busy house that Saturn is in right now for you, Libra. So the new moon is also asking you to readjust something. There could also be fated delays, but just know if there's any delays at this time, the energy should pass once Venus, Mercury, and the Sun move into Cancer, which is your 10th house, and it's going to flow a lot easier into Saturn and Neptune, which are down in your 6th house of day-to-day work. Also, this might have a connection to your health as well. There might be readjustments around this new moon regarding health and well-being, diet, nutrition, anything that you ingest or put into the body. Or again, it might be something to do with a pet's health. And maybe there's a readjustment that you need to incorporate at this time. Exercise routines, either for you or a pet, could be important as well. Let's see here. And full moon in Capricorn. So this is lighting up the bottom of your chart, Libra, and it is shining a light on home, family, foundation. Again, you as a parent or mom, dad, authority figures in your life, bosses, anything to do with the career, public status, reputation. So something's coming to a culmination point here, Libra. Think back 6 months ago, that's when we had the new moon in Capricorn. So something here is, again, ending, culmination point, chapter closing, new chapter opening up. There could be confusion if you are looking for a new job, Libra. There might be confusion on either the work front or something to do with health or something to do with, again, home, family, foundation, real estate, moving. If you're signing on the dotted line, just make sure you're aware of all the fine print and you understand everything the best to your ability. This full moon does square Neptune, so there's some sort of disillusionment here. Could also be dissolving something in this area or one of these areas of life. So just, again, nothing crazy bad. It's just something to be mindful of here, Libra. Okay, so some highlights for the month. Again, that Gemini house, that's when you're going to get blessings and new beginnings coming into this 9th house. Again, religion, law, higher education, teaching, foreign lands, foreign cultures, pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. That's going to be definitely lit up this month, Libra. And that's where blessings are coming in, but also blessings to you and the South node in your sign as well. So this is going to help you let go of something that's not working in your life so you can welcome in something new in your 7th house of partnerships, relationships of all kinds, business, love, friendships, whatever the case may be. And I already talked about the delays. If there's fated delays, just do your best to kind of put them on the side and focus on something different. If there's work delays or work challenges, they should lighten up once the energy moves into Cancer, Libra. And also, if you want to, Venus in here makes you very attractive to new employers. So if you do want to change jobs or apply or interview, the later half of June looks really good. It doesn't mean if you're interviewing now, it doesn't mean the energy is not there. It's just that it's not fully in your 10th house yet, but it's still, all this energy at the top of your sky makes you very attractive, and you can attract whatever it is that you want into your life at this time. Let's see here. What else? Yes, Mars newly in one of your financial houses too. So this is going to give you traction when it comes to financial matters, when it comes to even your partner's resources as well. But keep in mind, Mars in here severs. Wherever Mars goes, yes, he gives us the motivation, the passion, the drive to go after whatever we want, basically, whatever we want to pursue, whatever we want to go after. Mars is wonderful for that, but he also severs. So for those of you going through a separation at this time, or splitting of marital assets or business assets, partnerships are dissolving, things like that, Mars in here is going to help sever those ties, wrap things up, and let's get moving here. So Mars will put a lot more energy into this heavy 8th house as well for you, Libra. If you want to transform your life, if you want to transform your finances, if you want to get rid of debt, now is the time. You have this energy for about 6 weeks. Put your focus on that, and Mars will help you put something in place. Work with a financial advisor, whatever the case may be. Now, think back to April of 2024. I know we had a big solar eclipse, big energy coming in for us. So we had a lot of new beginnings over the last few months. But when Mars and Saturn came together in your 6th house of work, of health, of diet, of routines, of your pets, something was planted here. Something new was planted. So think back to April. This month, there's going to be an opportunity coming in. Could be work. Could be, again, something to do with pet, something to do with a diet, nutrition, health breakthrough. Or this could have something to do with, again, a financial opportunity, like finances coming in from other sources, alimony, the government, taxes. Maybe you're getting a tax refund, or money is coming in from somewhere or something, or benefiting you in some way, shape, or form that may have a connection to April. Again, take what resonates, leave the rest, because it depends on, again, it depends on your personal birth chart, and if these are your true 6th and 8th houses that are talking with each other at this time in an opportunity aspect. So they're showing me an opportunity might show up, an opportunity is sprouting, and it's up to you if you want to take advantage of this energy or not. And it's not a bad thing if you don't. It's just, again, we're all on our own paths, and they're showing me some of you will and some of you won't, and that's okay. Like, we're all on our own paths, and whatever this new beginning you started, it's going to manifest differently, obviously, for each and every one of us, Libra. So just something to pay attention to. Yeah, they're also saying synchronicity. So there could be some synchronistic moments as well, especially with Uranus in your 8th house of transformation. Yeah, you've been transforming in this area of life since 2018. So definitely I can see this impacting all areas of your life since 2018. But anyway, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, Libra. Otherwise, all in all, I think it's going to be a good month. Again, we're going to have harmonious energy coming in. We're going to have opportunities coming in, but there's also energy asking us to change, asking us to take action in something, on something in our lives. And that's okay if you don't want to. You don't have to, Libra, but the energy is there to change your life. If you want to change your life, especially on the career front, home family foundation, it's full on this month, Libra, and you got a ton of blessings coming in that 9th house at the top of your sky. So that's beautiful energy coming in for you, Libra. So all in all, enjoy the month of June, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Hey, Scorpio, let's talk about where I think your focus is going to continue to be this month is going to be on your finances, shared resources. This could be money or property that you share with in a love partnership, relationship, or a business partnership or relationship, or even a friendship connection as well, Scorpio. So focus will continue to be on your finances, shared resources, income coming in from other sources. This is also the house of taxes, debts, loans, mortgages, fear, power, control, deep psychological change and intensity. Intimacy is also covered off in this house as well. You got a lot of energy in this house this month, Scorpio, and this is your house. Actually, you are technically ruled by the 8th house, so you're very familiar with this transformational, intense, deep energy, and you have Jupiter here for the next year, Scorpio. But I just heard more so this might be about a social butterfly. They're showing me as well, like a lot of social energy coming in for you in this area of life over the next year. But anyway, so that'll continue to be the focus, Scorpio, on your finances, on your partner's finances, resources, blessings coming in this area of life, which I love for you this month. And then once the energy moves into Cancer, this will touch the top of your chart. And this is all about long distance traveling, anything to do with foreign lands, foreign cultures, citizenship, immigration, paperwork, legal matters. This is also about higher education, teaching, learning, traveling, and publishing, writing, putting yourself out there. This is a lot of energy about pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone, Scorpio, putting yourself out there. This is also the house of the gods. So there could also be downloads coming in, only if you're into that kind of stuff. But synchronicity, think of it as synchronicity coming in, finding those feathers, coins, being open to that type of energy at this time. And actually they are telling me, sorry, they are playing with my ear here. They're like, it's very strange. So I'm going to, Scorpio, I'm going to take that as there's someone on the other side trying to get your attention. Someone is trying to, because they're rubbing my ear right now and it's driving me nuts. So someone is trying to get your attention, Scorpio. Whether you believe it or not, I'm going to throw it out there because they are driving me nuts right now. My ear is driving me nuts. Anyway, sorry, Scorpio. Yeah, you got to laugh, or I have to laugh anyway. So anyway, lots of energy pouring into this area of your life, Scorpio. And I love this. This is also pouring really nice energy, Venus, Mercury, the sun, into your planet placements, points, whatever you're watching for in Scorpio right now. It's just gonna give you an energy boost as well. Okay, let's talk about that new moon. Going back to your finances, this is a new beginning. Regarding your finances or your partner's finances, or again, property, shared assets, buying, selling, your partner's assets, taxes, debts, loans, mortgages, things like that. So there's a new beginning here. I love it because it's hand in hand with Venus. So Venus is all about love and money, basically. And it is also making a really nice aspect to the North Node down in your 6th house of work, day-to-day habits and routines. And also I just heard children. So yes, I'll throw it out there, children, and also something to do with your pets as well. There's some sort of, I love this new moon because it's like dusted with faded energy. The only thing is it's squaring up to Saturn, which is like restrictions and delays, but they're telling me it's faded delays. And this is faded energy because again, the nodes are in the mix here, Scorpio. So this new moon is asking you to make an adjustment here. Could be mixing money with children, mixing money with romantic partnerships, or again, anyone who you are either in bed with, literally, or on a partnership business level, if that makes sense. Investments are also covered here as well. So there is a readjustment. There is a faded delay happening here, Scorpio. So it should lighten up. The energy should lighten up once Venus, the sun, and Mercury move into Cancer. It might not be a light switch, but at least the energy will lighten up quite a bit more, because then technically it's going to be a big grand water trine in your chart. So the energy will flow a lot better when it comes to romantic gestures or romance in general, let's just say. Bringing the romance back, having fun, joy, pleasure, something to do with your kids, things like that should flow a little bit more easier. But the only thing I'll caution at this new moon is mixing money with new romantic flings, like lavishing this new partner with gold and jewelry and a I don't know, a big trip to Paris or something like that. I would just caution against that unless you have the means to do so, giver. Also caution you about mixing money with your children. or something to do with children or kids. Just again, something to be mindful of. I'm not here to preach. I'm just here to read the energy, how it lies in your chart from a general perspective, Scorpio. Full moon in Capricorn. This is lighting up your communication houses. So this is happening on June the 21st. And again, this is pouring opportunity energy possibly into anything you have at the beginning degrees of Scorpio. If you do, you'll feel this the most. And if you don't, this energy won't be as intense, but it absolutely will still impact your communication houses. Maybe it's time to get a new device, a new vehicle, something to do with traveling, or you're wrapping up training, educational pursuits, anything to do with learning in general or upgrading in general. This is also the house of siblings, cousins, neighbors, community, your neighborhood in general. Maybe some of you are getting new neighbors. Maybe some of you are moving or thinking about moving. This is also the house of buying and selling as well, Scorpio. So very busy time. I think it's going to be a busy time for all of us, Scorpio. But yeah, around this full moon, I feel like, yeah, the energy will definitely stir quite a bit more for you, because this is definitely highlighting busyness in general. Travel is also highlighted here, short and long distance. Yeah, for you, I'm hearing in particular travel and educational pursuits. I'm hearing that loud and clear if that resonates, and if not, leave it. Let's see here. Okay, so we talked about, yeah, your Gemini house is lit up like a Christmas tree. Blessings are coming in here. Blessings, good news is flowing into a financial house for you, Scorpio. So I love that. And if it's not you, it's your partner getting financial blessings or news that's going to benefit you, Scorpio. If you are connected with someone, whether this is in love or business, benefits in general are going to come your way thanks to who you are connected to, whether this is in love or, again, whether this is in business or even your children. Benefits could be coming in for your children as well, and work. So yeah, this could impact you on multiple levels as well. But sorry, I'm talking about Jupiter. So this is over the next year. But blessings, period, are coming into this house this month. And readjustments are required. We talked about that. Oh, let's talk about Mars, your ruler. So Mars is moving across the street from you, literally. So your ruler is going to be opposing your planet's placements points in Scorpio this month. Now, Mars in the 7th house is a blessing and a curse, Scorpio. I'm going to be honest, because wherever Mars goes, we want to take action, especially in an earth sign. I love Mars in an earth sign because he just digs his fingernails in and he's like, let's get going. Let's get this house built. Let's get on the road. Let's get the wheels on the car. Let's get going. Let's get moving. Let's stop talking and let's start doing. So I love that, but Mars is a double-edged sword, as you know. He also inflames, and he can create, he can create passion, but he can also create arguments. Now, this could be arguments with whoever you live with, partnerships. This could be love. This could be business. This could also be in friendship circles as well. I can also see possibly conflicts on the work front with work colleagues, people who work for you. If you own a business, this could be you being fired up about something or them being fired up about something. But this is also really good energy for, they're showing me like constructive ideas could also be coming out of this. And if you hear other people out, they could actually help you in your business, but you have to be open to hear it, they're showing me. If that makes sense. I know that doesn't apply to all of you, but especially if you own a business, you might, again, an idea, you might hear something from a coworker or somebody that works for you that you can integrate into your business in a positive way, if that makes any sense. Also, they're showing me something to do with contractors. If you need anything done on your house or, again, your business or something, you could find the right contractor this month as well. And they're going to come in, get the job done, and get out. They're going to be very quick and efficient. But again, I'm seeing a heated debate here. Like, again, we can have healthy heated debates, but we can also have unhealthy heated debates. So Scorpio, just something to keep in mind this month. For those of you going through a separation or divorce, I'm not saying all of you are, I just want to put that out there, but for those of you that already are, Mars in here will sever, cut, get the signatures on the dotted line. Let's get this divorce moving. Let's get moving our separate ways. And then once Mars moves into the 8th house in about 6 weeks from now, he will help separate the assets. He will continue to help separate, solve, dissolve, resolve, whatever this relationship. Could be in business, could be in love, could be with a friendship. Apply this to your life, Scorpio. But all in all, Mars is going to jazz you up in this area of life, Scorpio. Think back to April. There's a connection here to April too. There could be opportunities coming in, either for your children or something to do with a creative endeavor or a project or a hobby or a side hustle, side business. This could be a relationship as well. Absolutely. Mars in here can also bring the sex back, Mars or Venus moving through the 7th house. This is great for sex. Also in the 8th house where you have Venus as well right now. But again, apply this to your life because I know that doesn't apply to everybody, but there's some sort of seed that was planted back in April. I know we had a lot of new beginnings, but I'm talking Mars and Saturn came together in your 5th house. And now there's an opportunity coming in from your 7th to your 5th. So again, you could be signing on the dotted line or maybe monetizing your side hustle or taking those next steps. Or maybe it's just about bringing the joy back, Scorpio. It could be just about joy, pleasure, fun, romance, dating, putting yourself out there if you're single. If you're with somebody, maybe it's time to bring the spark back. Maybe it's time to go on a trip, whatever the case may be. Okay, but otherwise, Scorpio, all in all, I think this is going to be a really good month. Like I said, a mixed bag of energy. We got blessings, we got opportunity, we got action taking place this month. So all in all, a busy month, but at least a productive month, I think, Scorpio. So enjoy the month of June, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Hey, Sagittarius, let's talk about where I think your focus is going to be this month. So it's going to continue to be on relationships, whether this is in love, business, contracts, agreements, negotiations. And then once the sun moves into your 8th house, the focus is going to be on finances, whether this is your finances, your partner's finances, shared resources, property, money, inheritance, taxes, debts, loans, psychological matters. This is also the house of deep intimacy, power, control, sex, fear, all the goodies, all the goodies, Sag. So definitely an energy shift for you, for sure, going from your partnership sector to a more of a transformational energy for you, Sagittarius. Now, you have a ton of energy in that 7th house of partnerships and relationships, Sag. This isn't an angular house. Anything that happens in an angular house is asking you or giving you the wand, like think of the magician, giving you the wand to change multiple areas of your life, Sagittarius. So this obviously could be in love, business, or friendships, but this could also impact you personally, physically, your physical body, how you relate to the world, how the world sees you could change as well. And also this could impact your home family foundation. And I do notice that Saturn and Neptune are in there, and Saturn is definitely helping you literally build on a firm foundation over, well, he's been in here since 2023 and will continue to be in here until 2025. So this new moon in Gemini is asking you to make some adjustments when it comes to, well, as I nattered off, anything to do with relationships. In particular, though, this new moon could have a connection to your home family foundation, anybody that you live with, whoever is under your roof. But also, if you are looking for love, Sagittarius, I mean, it's full on. This new moon is hand in hand with Venus, who rules love and money. So I encourage you, plant those seeds of intention, get clear with the universe. Who do you want to attract into your life. This will manifest over the next 6 months, but I mean, it doesn't mean you can't meet somebody now. You might meet someone in the month of June. That is a possibility with Venus cruising through your 7th house. Maybe you already have met someone. Also, Jupiter is here. If you are with someone, I mean, this could be marriage coming down the pipe for you over the next year. It might, might not happen this month, but I mean, Jupiter in here definitely is, could be a marital agreement, absolutely. But all in all, this could also be partnerships in general, business partnerships in general too. So plant those seeds of intention, Sag, of what you want to manifest over the next 6 months or so. This new moon is also talking really nicely to the North Node and the South Node in a really nice area of your life. So North Node is all about children. If you want to start a family, now is the time to plant those seeds of intention. And also anything to do with creative projects, creative endeavors, bringing the joy back, the fun, the laughter, having a good time, romance. The 5th house is also romance as well. This is also entertainment and gambling and just having a good time, kicking back and enjoying life, Sag, giving yourself permission to enjoy life as well. So I do like this new moon, but the only, like I said, aspect that's a bit challenging is that square to Saturn, which there's going to be some, for you, it could be disruption they're showing me, but I'm seeing some sort of readjustment on the home front. And just note any sort of delays right now when it comes to home, family, foundation, or something to do with your house, literally, this is a faded energy coming in. So maybe if there's delays, Sag, focus on another area of life if you can. Maybe dive into those hobbies, projects, or kids, take a vacation, whatever this is, maybe dive into that and then come back to your house stuff, whatever this is. Home, family, foundation, property, place of living. You as a parent, maybe one of your parents are being a pain in the ass right now. I'm seeing that as a possibility too. Now, if you are a parent, again, maybe it's you that's the pain in the ass, Sag. I'm kidding. If anyone can handle that joke, I hope it's you, Sagittarius, but I'm just kidding. But I mean, Saturn in the 4th house, I get it. That's not the easiest type of energy. So I mean, lighten the load, take a vacation, take a break, get out of town, even if it's for a day, or just dive into hobbies if you don't have kids. I don't know, go camping, take an adventure, whatever the case is, Sag. You might need a break this month from the home front, whatever is going on there. Now, full moon in Capricorn, I love this for you, Sag. This is lighting up your financial house. So this is all about work. Maybe there's new work coming in, new clients coming in. This could be about your showcasing your skills, your talents, your abilities. This is anything to do with even showcasing yourself, like showcasing your skill set as well. But finances are involved here. Culmination point, an ending, a closing of one chapter. So you are starting something new and fresh, Sagittarius. This could also be something to do with your partner's resources too, because the spotlight is also shining on your 8th house of shared property, shared resources, taxes, debts, loans. Maybe finally you're getting a payment or a payout or a paycheck or something along those lines. If you want to change your work, Sag, work could be wrapping up this month, but only if that resonates with you. There's not a lot of action happening at the top of your sky, but it'll definitely come around. But this is lighting up a work house for you, Sag. But there could be something confusing here coming in with, again, a connection to home, family, foundation, because it is making a square to Neptune in your 4th house of home, family, foundation. So there could be something confusing. If you are moving, if you're signing a lease or a mortgage or something connected with finances or resources, buying, selling, just read the fine print and double, triple check everything. If you don't understand something, speak up. I'm not seeing this as like the end of the world, but I'm just seeing there's something that you might not be seeing clearly connected to, again, 2nd house or 4th house matters, home, family, foundation, work, money, resources, finances, buying or selling. So just something to keep in mind, Sag. And yeah, tons of energy coming into that Gemini house. So blessings should be coming in as well. not only this month, but also over the next year. You should receive benefits, blessings from partnership, whatever that means, romance, love, dating. I also heard self-expression, so I'll put that out there. But I'm also thinking business partnerships as well. So you will benefit this year with contracts, agreements, negotiations. There's definitely blessings coming in over the next year, but also this month in particular, Sag. And again, if you're looking for someone like a new business partnership or somebody to sponsor you or putting yourself out there or love, it's full on this month. But just they're showing me you got to put yourself out there though. And you might need to think big or act big or take a leap of faith is kind of what they're showing me. Okay, let's talk about Mars here for a second. So Mars just popped into will be popping into your 6th house of work, day-to-day routines. This is also diet, health, and your pets as well, Sag. So Mars in here is a double-edged sword. You know, he gives us the motivation, the passion, the drive to go after whatever it is that we want. However, he can also cause irritability in people as well, whether that's us or in your situation, the people that you work with. This represents also your work environment, your co-workers. If you own a business, Sag, this is people that work for you as well. So there might be some irritation on the work front if you do work. And if it's not work, it could be something to do with diet, health, nutrition. Great time actually to start a new exercise routine, a new healthy habit. This is also a time not to pick up an unhealthy habit. This is a good time to sever and cut ties with unhealthy habits. And this will give you, again, the motivation, passion, drive to stay healthy or at least stay in some sort of routine that's beneficial for you, Sag. So you can channel this energy into some sort of activity or, you know, whether it's rock climbing or running or, I don't know, whatever you love to do, weightlifting or just walking, you know, just moving the energy is definitely a positive thing that you want to do over the next 6 weeks. Mars is going to be in here for a little while longer. Let's see here. Also, this could sever, right? You do have a full moon in your work sector. You got Mars in another area of life that represents work. So this could be new work coming in for you as well. And something to contractor. I keep hearing like contractors or contracting, or maybe you're a contractor or you find a contractor. If you are looking for that or interested in that, absolutely. I feel like you could find the right person who's going to be like in and out, in and out. They're going to be quick, but just double check the quality. Make sure the quality is there, Sag, or I don't know, maybe you don't care. I don't know, depends on what they're working on, right? If it's like plumbing, electrical, or building you a house, yeah, you want to make sure the quality's there. But I'm just seeing quick energy, like they're going to come in, do the job, and get out really fast, which is really, really good. Think back to April of 2024 of this year. There was something new. There was a new beginning that started in your home family foundation, Sag. That's when Mars and Saturn came together. Now, this is a continuation of the story. They're showing me this is an opportunity that's coming back around. That's something that maybe started in April for you, maybe even earlier on. They're showing me like February, March, April even. Something there, again, there's an opportunity coming in here. Something connected to, again, 6th house. Work, diet, health, nutrition, pets, connected to house, housing, property, place of living, buying, selling property, or just home family foundation in general, Sag. This could just be maybe changes on the home front, you know, kids moving around, new babies coming in, adult children moving out. I don't know. There's some sort of changes here for you on the work front that's going to be lasting. This is a 2-year transit. So this is the first chapter. This is like they're showing me like the first little sprout that's coming out of the ground. There's some sort of opportunity here. Nothing big or grandiose, but it's like something tangible, something that's manifesting in these 2 areas of life, Sag. All in all, I think you're going to have a good month, Sag. For you in particular, though, you're going to be asked to change something or take action on something because you are a mutable sign. All the mutable signs are being asked to take more action this month than the other signs. Not a bad thing. I still think this is going to be a good month for each and every one of us. It's just a mix of harmonious energy, blessings coming in, opportunity coming in, but also you need to take action this month, Sag. So just something to think about. Enjoy the month of June, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Hey Capricorn, let's talk about where I think your focus is going to continue to be for the month of June. So 6th house, so busy work, busy on the work front, and also health, routines, diet, nutrition. How are you taking care of your body, Capricorn? Exercise routines, and this is also a focus on pets. If you have any pets or animals around you at this time, that's also going to be a focus. And just busy day to day. Lots of communication too coming in for you this month as well, Capricorn. Now, once the sun moves into Cancer, this is across the street from you. So this is actually halfway to your birthday season, Capricorn, which is crazy, but crazy to think about, I should say. But the focus is going to shift onto your relationships, how you relate to one another. Whether this is in love, whether this is in business, whether this is in friendships, or even family, because this is the house of Cancer, which does represent home, family, foundation, also the mother. Focus could also maybe be on mom as well, or dad, mom, dad, either parent, actually, I should say. So that's going to be the focus this month. Actually, once the sun moves into Cancer, they're showing me focus will be more so on the home front versus the work front. But we'll get into that though, because you got a ton of energy in your work house. But they're showing me the energy will lighten up a little bit, which is probably not a bad thing for you, Capricorn. So yeah, let's talk about that new moon in Gemini. So you have a new beginning here, Capricorn. This could be new work coming in. This could be, if you own a business, Capricorn, this is like finding the right talent. This new moon is hand in hand with Venus. I love this. Wherever Venus goes, she attracts, right? So it's love or money. And in your case, it's in a health sector. This is going to be really beneficial for your health if you're having any health issues or ailments or whatever the case may be. Diet, nutrition. Again, something to do with a pet as well. But if you own a business, you can attract the right people towards you. Also, if you're looking for contractors as well to work on, I don't know, whatever, your house, build you a deck, wash your windows, I don't know, things like that, Capricorn, or work on your business, your building, whatever you, from a business perspective, if you're looking for those contractors, this is a great month to find them. And anything that you want to manifest in this area of life, plant those seeds of intention around June the 6th, and something will manifest and culminate 6 months down the road. But I'm not saying nothing's going to happen this month, because there's definitely a new beginning starting this month. And it is dusted with fate, destiny, fortune, because it's also talking really nicely to the North Node and the South Node. North Node being in your 4th house of home, family, foundation, but also your 10th house. This is helping you release a job that is no longer working. This is helping you move into retirement or move into a new reputation or status, or changing your status of what you want to be known for, Capricorn. So I love this new moon energy. I love this month for you, period, Capricorn. Again, if you're looking to change your work, it's full on this month. I can see you leaving something behind and taking on something new, even if it's a new client, okay? Even if you own a business, there's changes coming in here in a really beneficial blessing type of way. You got tons of blessings coming in this month in this area of life. Now, we have a full moon in your sign this month, Capricorn. If you have anything around 1 degree, okay, give or take a degree or 2 on either side. So even if you have anything late degrees of Sag, you're going to feel this full moon. So full moon's in our 1st house, Capricorn. I mean, again, this could have something to do with our physical bodies, again, our health, our well-being, how we show up in the world, also how the world looks at us or what we are known for, Capricorn. So this is an ending, a culmination point, and then a moving on to something new, like a new chapter starting. So again, endings and new beginnings. Every single month we go through this with the cycles of the moon. But Capricorn, this is very personal to you. Think back 6 months ago. What seeds did you plant? What things did you, they're showing me you put something in motion 6 months ago, and now it's coming to fruition this month possibly. And they're even showing me July and August. So you could have a 3-month window here of manifestation. Again, as I stated at the beginning of the video, we're in a zone of personal planets being free of retrogrades right now. Middle of May to middle of July. It's full on. It's the green light. So whatever you want to put out there, do it. Do it, Capricorn. Take advantage of this energy, because once we get into middle of July, late July into August, we're going to start getting into those personal planet retrogrades, or shadow periods, I should say. But all in all, I love this full moon. Could also be reflecting back into your 7th house of partnerships. Culmination point of a partnership. Again, endings and new beginnings when it comes to partnership, love, business, whatever the case may be. Okay, so as I mentioned, lots of blessings coming into your 6th house. We have, the sun, Venus, Mercury, this new moon, Jupiter in your 6th house, Capricorn. I feel like these are going to be blessings coming in this month, but you're also going to have to take some action as well. So I think I forgot to mention this. The new moon is making a square to Saturn. So this month is full of harmony and blessings coming in, good energy coming in, mixed with opportunity coming in. And for you, it's that 6th house. But there's some sort of delay or challenge that's coming in from, I just heard karma too. Wherever Saturn goes, we're burning off karma. It's in that 3rd house, and it's a very busy house of traveling, your community, siblings, cousins, neighbors, publishing, writing, anything to do with educational pursuits or upgrading or learning, skill set, talent, skills, abilities, Capricorn. So there's an adjustment here. This, again, could be tied to work. Let's see here. This is your ruler. So Saturn is your ruler. So this could be tied to work, money, finances, resources, your physical body. This could also have something to do with your physical body. Because again, you have a lot of action in your health house, making a square up to your ruler. So there is an adjustment being asked of you around this new moon. I still think the new moon is incredible. It's just there's some sort of adjustment or fated delay when it comes to 3rd house matters, Capricorn. So when there's a blockage or delay, just focus on something else. I know it's easier said than done. Trust me, I know. But that's what this energy is asking us to do, is like, we're going to have to pivot. I'm seeing you pivot a lot. It's like, okay, you're focusing on one thing, you're hitting a roadblock. Okay, let's focus on something else. Let's focus on a different area of life, and we'll come back to that once the energy eases. Now, once the sun, Venus, and Mercury move into Cancer, it will help ease this energy in your Piscean house, where Saturn and Neptune are right now. It'll lighten the load. It's not going to make things 100% easier, but it'll lighten up that delay or the blockage or the roadblock or whatever it is. But they're just showing me this month, this is a fated delay. So this is on purpose, Capricorn. So just, it is what it is. Move on to something else. They're also showing me this is your house of buying and selling. So if you are selling something or trying to sell something and it's delayed and you're like, what the hell? Why is this not selling? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. We've all been there, right? Just try to remember this is a fated delay. Give it the later half of June. I'm feeling this energy will lighten up in June and July for you in particular, Capricorn. This is, again, a fated delay. Mars in your 5th house. Let's talk about this. This is great for romance and dating and bringing the spiciness back, if that's a word, in your relationships, Capricorn. So I love Mars in an earth sign. We get traction. We get, I feel like we get more control. We can like dig our fingernails in and get shit done, Capricorn. I love, love, love this. Yes, Mars has to work extra hard in Taurus because he's not very strong in Taurus, but it doesn't matter. It's still Mars. And he's making really nice aspects up to your Capricorn placements, whatever you're watching for right now, Sun, Ascendant, Moon, or any other personal planet. Mars is going to infuse this energy. So Mars is going to help you in this area of life. This is to do with children. This is to do with romance. This is to do with entertainment, joy, pleasure, sex, dating. Again, bringing the spark back in your relationships. Traveling, going on vacations. Capricorn, this is about also your hobbies, your creative projects, your creative endeavors, something that you want to get off the ground, a side hustle. I love this for you. Mars is going to take you, they're sort of showing me, to the next level here. Now, Mars is also, again, going to infuse this energy into your 7th house as well, if your descendant runs through the 7th house. But even if it doesn't, at some point, the Sun, Venus, and Mercury is going to make a really nice opportunity aspect here, Capricorn. So more opportunities coming in thanks to Mars. And he's going to just help you go after whatever it is that you want, whether this is in love, like a relationship, or a constructive project, whatever that means for you, or something to do with your kids as well. Mars in here can also make your kids really spicy. Mouthy, I should say. So there could, Mars, I love Mars, but he's a double-edged sword. So he can also irritate and inflame, Capricorn. So if you're noticing your kids are a little bit extra feisty or pissy or angry or whatever you want to call it, that could be Mars. That could be just Mars infusing them with a lot of energy. So keep them busy. Just keep them busy. Get them off their screens. Try to, again, vacationing with them. Get them outdoors. Get them channeling this energy into constructive energy. Put them to work. Get them have a fun day outside doing some yard work or whatever the case may be. Let's see. And also Capricorn, there's a connection here. There's a connection here from April. Think back to April. And I know we had lots of new beginnings. We had that solar eclipse. So we had lots of new beginnings that month, but there is a connection here from April, something that was put into motion. This is a 2-year transit. Mars and Saturn came together in your 3rd house of communication, of writing, of education, of speaking, of how you relate to one another. And again, this is your ruler. So Saturn came together a couple months ago or a few months ago, and now you're seeing something manifest. There's an opportunity. It's small. It's not like a grandiose thing, but still it's some sort of opportunity is coming in connected to your 3rd house to 5th house matters, Capricorn. And this might not affect you. If you have kids, this could be something to do with your kids, right? But all in all, this is really nice. Plus, again, this is making nice aspects to you as well, Capricorn. But otherwise, all in all, I think it's going to be a really, really nice month ahead. I think we're going to get a lot of traction this month, Capricorn. So again, take advantage of this energy. I wish you a wonderful June, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now. Hey, Aquarius, let's talk about where I think your focus is going to continue to be is on your children, on your family, on romance, dating, pleasure, having a good time, vacationing, Aquarius. This is like, I'll come back to this, but I mean, your 5th house is just jam-packed full of really, really, really good energy, Aquarius. So I love this for you. And then the Sun will eventually move into your 6th house. So work is going to pick up. The busy day-to-day stuff is going to pick up, or at least that's where your focus is going to be on. Your health, your day-to-day, maybe family, routines, changing of routines, changing up of routines, also animals and pets. If you have any animals and pets in your life as well, that'll be the focus, Aquarius. So let's talk about that new moon in Gemini. I love this for you. All this energy is pouring really nice blessings into your Aquarian planets, placements, points, whatever you're watching for right now. This is crazy good energy. And then on top of it, you got Jupiter in here for a year. Like Aquarius, you need this. You're definitely need this. I'm so happy for all the air signs. They're getting just lit up with all these blessings and harmony coming in over the next year. But this new moon, I love this for you, Aquarius. If you are single and looking for love, open for love, it's full on. You could be meeting, you might have already met someone, Aquarius. So, I mean, that's incredible. The energy, the romance is still in the air. The spark is still in the air. Definitely this month and again, beyond, because you're going to have Jupiter here for a whole year. So, but for those of you that are single, plant those seeds of intention. You could be meeting someone this month. This new moon is hand in hand with Venus. So this is definitely a new beginning when it comes to your children or pregnancy or starting a family, if you're interested in that. But also, this is just a new beginning in that relationship, whatever relationship you're in right now. This is a new beginning. And it is also making a really nice aspect to the North Node in your third house of community, of communication, of technology, whatever, however you get around. Traveling, tripping around, maybe with your loved one or with your kids or vacationing, things like that. But this new moon is like dusted with fate and fortune, I feel like, Aquarius. So also for you, I just heard like educational pursuits, anything to do with the mind, communication, technology, teaching, learning, you becoming the student or you becoming the elder, whatever the case may be, upgrading, whatever. Also something to do with community, like siblings, cousins, neighbors, extended family members as well. It could be involved somehow with this new moon in Gemini. All in all, beautiful energy, because even the North Node and South Node are making harmonious, flowing opportunity aspects into your Aquarian placements, planets, points, whatever you're watching for right now, Aquarius. So really nice energy coming in around this new moon. There's only one thing I want to mention. It is squaring up to Saturn. And Saturn is slowing down in your second house. So this is your house of earnings, income, work in general, and your skills, your talents, your abilities, your value system, material possessions as well. So this new moon is asking you to readjust something when it comes to your finances or your work, whatever it is that you do on a day-to-day level, your income. So maybe it's reining in those expenses, you know, instead of lavishing your partner with crazy expenses or lavishing your kids with crazy expenses. Maybe like Saturn's asking you to kind of tighten the belt here. There's some sort of pivot. There's some sort of an adjustment. There might be a delay as well. There might be some sort of restriction coming in around this new moon. It's still a really nice new moon. Good, positive energy. But there's, again, some sort of challenge that Saturn is asking you to make. And there's, or readjustment, I should say. And faded delays, they're showing me. Like this is definitely a very faded month because the nodes are going to be very activated this month by multiple planets. So just keep that in mind and maybe focus on something else. If there's roadblocks, delays, say when it comes to work or career, whatever you do on a day-to-day, maybe focus in on your kids or hobbies or creative endeavors or getting a hobby off the ground. That's also a possibility, Aquarius, over the next year with Jupiter transiting in here. This is like a side hustle coming to fruition. Whatever it is that you're working on the side, something coming to light or to life. And again, I'm going to put it out there. Yeah, they're showing me pregnancy. So Jupiter moving through the fifth house is definitely pregnancy or surprise pregnancy. So Aquarius, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter if you're a male watching this. It's kind of like, well, you could hook up with someone and get them pregnant. So that's what they're kind of showing me. So it's like, just, this is not going to obviously happen for each and every one of you. But it's just for those of you, yeah, take those extra precautions if that makes sense. Okay, so that's the new moon energy. Now the full moon in Capricorn, this is shining a light on your work sector. Again, that sixth house of busy day-to-day duty and responsibility. Something is coming to a culmination point. Something is coming to an ending, whether this is related to work, your health, your career, maybe something to do with animals or pets, or again, the ending of a diet, health, nutrition, and maybe you got to change your diet, health, nutrition, or change up your routines in some way, shape, or form. This might also be connected to home, family, foundation, and a place of living, real estate as well, Aquarius. Okay, so we talked about, yeah, all this energy pouring into that Gemini house. I love that for you especially. And if you have anything in Libra at the top of your sky, this is also pouring in blessings at the top of your sky, which I love this. This is making a big air trine in your chart, Aquarius. So take advantage of this energy this month. Again, we have a window of time, middle of May, middle of July, to launch anything. Again, those of you that have a side hustle or a business you want to get off the ground, try it. Like, try it in the next couple months, because you have so much positive energy backing you up at this time. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, let's talk about Mars. So Mars is going to pop into your 4th house of home, family, foundation on June the 9th. And this is about a 6-week stay, Aquarius. Now, this energy is challenging your sign. So whatever you're watching for right now, Mars will eventually make a square. Nothing to be afraid of. It's just something that's going to make you take action. Mars is asking you to take action in this area of life. So really great energy for home projects, home renovation. Get that deck painted. Get something built outside. Get active. Take action on your place of living, if that makes sense. Also, Mars is a double-edged sword here. So I'm just gonna give you a heads up. Mars in the 4th house can cause disruptions, can cause disputes as well. More so whoever you live with. Not so much to do with neighbors. You just went through that with Mars in the 3rd house. That's more so with siblings, cousins, neighbors. But now it's about the walls that you surround yourself with, your place of living. There could be some heated debates or discussions or arguments in the home, whether this is, again, with a spouse, a partner, whoever, flatmates, whoever you live with, even your kids. There could be some pent-up energy in the house. So, I don't know, channel it in a different way, Aquarius. Get outside, get the kids outside, break up the energy, and take advantage of this energy to do something constructive. Again, I recommend working on the house. Painting, redecorating, redoing something outside. Again, building something, a deck, a fort with the kids. I don't know, just great energy to channel, if that makes sense. Now, also this month might have a flavor of something you put into motion back in April. Now, I know we had a lot of new beginnings in April. We also had that really intense solar eclipse as well, but Mars and Saturn came together in April, and this is a new beginning. This is a new 2-year cycle in your house of work, income, how you earn a living, and your talents, your skills, your abilities. So Aquarius, something could be manifesting here. Again, depending on what you put into motion in April, this could have a connection with, again, transportation, communication, technology, traveling, something to do with upgrading your skill set, whatever that means to you. Going back to school, becoming the teacher, becoming the coach, the elder, whatever you want to call it. This may also have a connection to, obviously, work, whatever it is that you do on a day-to-day level. Maybe it's time to retire. Maybe it's, Mars in here. Yeah, this could definitely be, okay, I'm retiring, I'm done, here's my notice, I'm out of here. But something is coming to fruition. They're showing me just a little sprout coming out of the ground. It is an opportunity for some of you that this has something to do with, again, money, work, mixed with material possessions, mixed with property, home, foundation, family, ancestry, working with homes, working on homes, construction, building, things like that, Aquarius. So hopefully that resonates. And if not, again, take what resonates, leave the rest. But there could be a connection from April to this month in a positive way. There's an opportunity coming in. and it'll be up to you if you want to grab onto it and take advantage of it or not. But all in all, I think June is going to be a wonderful month. Again, all that energy in Gemini is in such a light-hearted, fun area of your chart, Aquarius. I would focus on that. Plus you got Jupiter in here for the next year. Yeah, it's full on. Like, bring in the joy, bring in the blessings. Blessings are going to be finding you, Aquarius, whether they're big or small. Again, it depends on how this is hitting your chart personally or professionally. But all in all, Aquarius, I think June is going to be a wonderful month. So enjoy the month, and we'll see you back here in July. Bye for now. Hey Pisces, let's talk about where I think your focus is going to continue to be this month. So definitely on home, family, foundation, real estate, property, place of living, your community, anyone you live with. That is definitely going to be the focus this month, and we'll come back to that because you got a ton of energy in your fourth house right now of Gemini. Now, once the Sun and Venus and Mercury move into your fifth house, focus will move to more pleasure, more joy, more bringing the light back, the spark back into your life. But also on a romantic level, if you're single, definitely this could be bringing a new partner, a new love into your life over the next month or two while Venus is trekking through here. Kids, spotlight could be on kids, focus could be on kids. I mean, summer holidays are here, I think. Yes, summer holidays are here in the Northern Hemisphere. So focus then changes to vacationing, spending time with your family, sticking around home a little bit more, and just enjoying your family, enjoying the family life as well. Also, Pisces, creative endeavors, creative projects, side hustles, hobbies. This is also the house of luck as well, Pisces. And I love this because it's flowing. Once the energy shifts into Cancer, I think you'll feel better the later half of June because all this energy is trining your energy, not squaring your energy like it is right now in Gemini. So I feel like the pressure will kind of lift a little bit, not a lot, because yes, we've talked about this, Saturn and Neptune in your first house. That's not easy energy, but it's not forever, Pisces. Hang in there, hang on. One more year, roughly, maybe less than a year. These two heavy hitters are in your sign, but obviously there's a reason for that, right? Now, let's go back to your Gemini house, home, family, foundation. You have a new moon in here on June the 6th, give or take a day or two, depending on where you are on the planet. But this is a really incredible, beautiful new moon, Pisces. It's hand in hand with Venus. So anything to do with, well, home, family, foundation, love, relationships, anything that you do at the home, even if you work from home, this could include that as well. And this new moon is making a really nice aspect to, well, an opportunity aspect to the North Node in your second house of income, your value systems, how you earn a living, work. This could be new work, finding you, like opportunities coming in to maybe take on a different job, client, business, whatever the case may be, and apply this to your life. But this is like faded energy coming in around this new moon because we have a lot of interaction this month with the nodes, and I love that. I feel like June is going to be dusted with fate, fortune, destiny for each and every one of us, Pisces, and for you, it's hitting your financial houses. So opportunity coming in from a financial perspective, Pisces. Now, the only thing is about this new moon is that it is making a square up to Saturn in your sign, which is slowing down slowly and turning retrograde at the end of the month. This is asking you to readjust something in your life. This could have a flavor of endings, new beginnings in general, any area of your life. This also could have a connection with an older sibling, also with your long-term hopes, your wishes, your dreams. There is a delay here. There is a restriction here that could happen around this new moon, but I don't want to put a damper on that though. I want to focus on all these blessings that are pouring into this Gemini house for you, Pisces. But I'm going to be honest, the mutable signs this month, So Pisces, Sag, Virgos, and Geminis are all being asked more so this month to take action on something. And there will be delays, there will be frustration, there will be restrictions, but they're faded. Like I've been saying this for every single sign, there's faded delays this month on top of blessings coming in. June is a mixed bag, it is, but I'm still feeling from an energetic perspective, it's going to be a good month. It's going to be a positive month, but it's going to be full of opportunity, harmony, blessings coming in, but action. We have to take action because these squares that are happening all month long randomly, like one day we're going to have a trine, the next day we're going to have a square, the next day we're going to have an opportunity, and then the next day we're going to have a trine. Like the month is littered with energy like that this month, Pisces. So it is a mixed bag, but again, I am feeling it's still going to be positive, but it will be a month you're being asked to change something, to redo something, to maybe, okay, say for example, you're getting blocked in your career, or your finances are getting blocked, or you're waiting on money to come in, or whatever the case may be. Okay, fine, focus on something else. Focus on your house, maybe renovate, maybe think about, maybe some of you are moving. For those of you that want to move, this is your new moon, especially if your IC goes through Gemini. Jupiter in here, a move is on the horizon if you want it. I'm not saying you're going to be forced to move, but a move could be on the horizon. So start looking at real estate, get a realtor, go to the bank, double check your finances, see what you qualify for. Or again, go apartment hunting or whatever it is, Pisces, focus on a different area of life. If some area of life gets stuck, move on, come back to it. And I know it's easier said than done. Trust me. I know it's easier said than done, Pisces, but that's the energy this month. That's what they're showing me for each and every sign, especially for the mutable signs like yourself. Full moon in Capricorn. This is actually lighting up a really nice axis for you. If you have anything around the early degrees of Pisces, you will feel this the most. And this is lighting up your axis of children, of romance, of creativity, of dating. If you're in a relationship, this is bringing the spark back in your relationship. But this is all in all just having fun, having a good time, Pisces. Again, as I mentioned, bring back the joy, lighting up your life again in a positive way. This could also put the spotlight on older siblings. Also, sorry, they're chattering away at me and it has nothing to do with the 11th house. So sorry. 11th house is your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your long-term goals and commitments. This is also a very lucky house as well. Yeah, what they're chattering about is like creativity and self-expression and things like that. Like anything that lights you up from the inside out, they're chattering about that. But from an astrological perspective, this full moon is also hitting that 11th house of friendship groups, circles, people that you hang out with. There's an ending here. So I guess I should have said that in the beginning. There's an ending here. This full moon means an ending, a culmination point in something, in some area of your life here. 11th house, 5th house matters. But again, you have that new beginning happening in your 4th house. Pisces, I feel like, again, if you're looking to move, they're really highlighting this area of life for you. But again, they're showing me you got to put in the work and don't let delays and restrictions hinder what you are trying to manifest. That's part of Saturn's test here. The energy will lighten up because Saturn's going to go retrograde, but that's not happening till the end of the month. He is stationing, so he is slowing down, but he's still going to instill some sort of restriction. But this is purposeful, like he's slowing you down and blocking you for a reason. A very simple example would be, say you have your sights set on a particular apartment, condo, home, and it falls through. But guess what? There's going to be something way better on the horizon. The stars are just aligning for something way better to come your way. This could also have something to do with mom, dad, authority figures in your life. I forgot to mention that. Or you as a parent talking about this around this new moon. But yeah, you have a ton of energy in that 4th house, like tons and tons and tons of energy in that 4th house. This could also impact your career as well, because it's across the street from your career house. So this could definitely ripple into changes into the career sector, but focus is more so going to be on home, family, foundation. Okay, Mars. Let's talk about Mars. He is moving into your 3rd house on June the 9th. I do like Mars in the earth signs, and Mars is going to be making opportunity aspects to your Pisces planet placements, points, whatever you're watching for right now. So Mars is going to energize you in this area of life. Mars is going to help you go after what it is that you want with 3rd house matters. Traveling. This is a really good aspect for actually training, upgrading your skill set, any sort of educational pursuit or upgrading. I feel like you're going to want to travel. You're maybe going to want to hit the road. Careful driving and traveling. Mars in here can give you a really heavy foot. So watch out for those speeding tickets. Pisces, also watch driving in general. We do have Mars squaring up to Pluto this month. So do watch how you get around. Even if you don't drive, if you take the bus or transit, or even walking or biking, just be careful. Just be mindful, because Mars rules metal. And Pluto up there in your 12th house, a square, you know, it just could be minor accidents, minor bumps and bruises. So just keep that in mind. But Mars in here is going to jazz you up, maybe when it comes to writing projects, journaling, publishing, social media, the internet, anything that you want to put out there. Pisces, I love this for you. This is definitely going to energize you in this area of life. Also speaking. Just be careful with your words, Pisces. This Mars in here can give us a really sharp tongue and make us, you know, speak before we think, so to speak, if that makes sense. But yeah, it can give us, it's a double-edged sword. So like Mars in here, yes, it gives us action, motivation, passion, drive, but it also gives us irritation and inflammation and also irritability. That can be directed at people. There can also be some quarrels, some disputes between neighbors or with siblings or cousins or extended family members as well. Or you might notice it from them. This might not be about you. You might notice it from them. They're a little bit spicy. They're going to be a little bit spicy over the next 6 weeks. So just know that that's Mars in here. Also, there could be a connection this month to April. And I know we had a lot of new beginnings in April. We had that really intense solar eclipse. But when Mars and Saturn came together in April, this is a new beginning, a new 2-year beginning in your 1st house. So again, this could have something to do with family. I don't know why I said family, but anyway, could have something to do with family, friendship circles, groups, associations, people that you hang out with, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your long-term goals and commitments. Could also have something to do with a spiritual practice or spirituality, and also income, finances, how you earn a living, work, skills, talents, abilities, traveling, long distance traveling, foreign lands, foreign cultures, citizenship, immigration, publishing, writing, putting yourself out there. There's some sort of new beginning that possibly happened in April, Pisces. Again, apply this to your life. Whatever you started in April or whatever you're thinking about in April, there's an opportunity coming back around here. I'm being nudged to say like publishing, writing, something to do with publishing, writing, or putting yourself out there, but it really could be anything. Travel is also coming to mind. If you work in the travel tourism industry, something could be coming back around, something that you planted or maybe applied for back in April. They're just showing me a little sprout. There's just something new that may be presented to you as an opportunity. It'll be up to you if you want to take advantage of that or not, Pisces. All in all, June is going to be a wonderful month, but like I said, it is a month of taking action. It is a month that's going to sort of nudge you to take action. Yes, there's going to be blessings coming in. Yes, there's new energy coming in. Yes, there's opportunity coming in, but again, we have to take action, right, in order to move forward with those opportunities or whatever's being dropped at your doorstep, so to speak. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to just leave it there, which is okay, we have free will, or are you going to make something of it, whatever it is that shows up on your doorstep? All right, Pisces, I wish you a wonderful month of June, and we'll see you back here next month. Bye for now.